Hi there, it's Tamaradorris, your real estate coach, and we're going to talk today about the power of your words. Why do words have so much power? Well, in some ways, it's a mystery, right? Because we'll never understand all the intricacies of the universe. We try, and we have scientists that get really, really close, but there is still so much that we don't know. And that's especially true when it comes to the power of our words. Have you ever noticed how when you hear yourself on a recording or like say a voicemail or even on watching one of your own videos that you don't sound the way that you think you sound? That's because sound itself is vibration. And our ears, the way that we hear audio is through little vibratory little things that kind of do this in your ear. I can't remember the name of them. They're like, and it's not little hairs, but there's little things that reflect when things go in your ear canal. And so what you hear when you're talking is without the sound of vibration that is returned when you're listening, if that makes sense. But what I really want to talk about is the words that we utter when we're in reactive mode. Ooh, that hits a sore spot, right? In other words, what words come out of your mouth when you drop a cup and break it? What expletives, is that what it's called? Expletives. What expletives come pouring out of your mouth when you hurt your toe at the corner of the wall? What things come out of your mouth when you find out you got a bill that you're really mad about? What about when you get in an argument with someone? And do you ever notice that the words you use when you get in an argument or a conflict or disagreement with someone that you feel really, really close with, you tend to say the worst things? It's not a good thing, but it just tends to happen. Someone that you feel very close with, non-threatened by because they've been in your life so much, they're a part of you, and then they say or do something that really makes you mad and you're like, right? So the power of our words, just the words themselves and the definitions that we give them is one thing. But the other thing I want you to keep in mind when it comes to the power of words is the meaning and the emotion behind it. So I can say to you, you're really dumb. And what if I was kidding? I mean, I don't really think that's funny. But if I was kidding and I said, you're really dumb, you're not going to be all offended. But if I go, you're really dumb, it's going to be a different feeling. You're going to receive it different and you're going to give it different meaning. Why is this? Because of the vibration and the intensity and the emotion. So words carry a vibratory signature. So of course, words like murder, hate, espionage, those words have a much denser vibration to them. And by the time that vibration of those words, of each of them, hit the ear or the energy field, right? We don't think of it like that. But when others are speaking to us, their words are hitting our energy field. So it's their energy coming into our energy field. Make sense? So we want to be careful on two levels here. The first, we want to be really careful what we listen to. I know music is a personal taste, and I'm certainly not here to judge anyone on their, individual taste. But there are some songs out there that have a really violent tone to them and use really violent words. And so you may think like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's just like, I like heavy metal, whatever. But think about what kind of vibration, what kind of energy you're letting come into your energy field. Because this is you. I mean, you have to protect your own field. You have to put a shield around you. And sometimes there's music and there's movies and there's shows and there's violence and we expose ourselves to it a lot. And it really, really affects us. I guarantee you it affects you. Second level, what are the words that you are sending out to other people? And we think it's different. Say we get a client that we're mad at. We think it's okay to sit there and cuss about them and yell about them and whatever when we're off the phone with them. And sure, it's a lot better than when you're on the phone with them, right? Don't ever do that, please. The point being that even if they don't hear you with their physical ears, because you hung up the phone, hope you pressed it off, they're still picking up on it with your energy vibrations, okay? Because it's directed at them and it's still going out to them. Make no mistake about this. Likewise, and this is what's really, really important, whenever you're angry or cussing at somebody else or just frustrated, it doesn't matter if it has a direct focus on who you're sending it out to. It's still going out. And the rule, I mean, universal law, it's just as clear as a bell that whatever you put out is going to come back at you. This is how physics works. This is how energy works. It is impossible for me to send out vibrations, whether it's in my emotions, my words, my writing, even just what I see and look at. I'm always emitting. We have a torus field, and it's constantly bringing energy in our field and sending energy out of our field. You can't deny that. It's just how it is. And so if you are sending energy out that is less than positive and gratitude and abundance and all of that, the high vibrations, if you're sending out things that are vibrating at a low dense level, and that's with your words, it's with your thoughts, it's with your emotions. But obviously we're talking about the power of words here. So I really want you to take a double take on the things that come out of your mouth, even when you're alone. This is why I always have my clients, or I try to always have my clients journal, because when we're journaling our gratitudes, or we're scripting a day that we want to have, or we're scripting an intention, or we're writing a letter to our past self, saying how amazing it is that we have all these wonderful new experiences in our lives. All of those are using our words. Just because we're not using them as orators, we're not just saying them. It also matters the words that come out when you use your brain to your hand to your paper. Very powerful. So words can be used to manifest wonderful things, but they can also be used to put up resistance to those same wonderful things. So when you speak, when you react, really take a beat before things come out of your mouth. Because when you get angry at someone, you get a bill you don't like, and you start ranting and raving, you're sending all that energy out there, that it's not good energy. And what's going to happen is it's putting up this almost this shield of resistance, so that all the good energy that you're trying to manifest, all the great things that you're trying to bring into your life, they're sitting right outside. Like this shield you have around you is just keeping them right outside of your level of awareness. Okay? So never misunderstand, and don't forget how important it is that you use words that you mean to use, and importantly, that you infuse them with positive energy. And so, I'm not saying if something bad happens that we shouldn't physically release it, because that's, what I'm all about. I always say catch and release it. And what I mean by that is catch the feeling when it's in your body, get it out of your body, but don't get it out of your body at the cost of someone else or at the cost of your own energy field. So how do you do that? Well, you don't have to cuss up a storm. You can hit a pillow. My favorite is you can do EFT. EFT works like magic when it comes to getting stress out of our system. That's what I use it for most of the time. It does clearing work. It can help with manifestation work. It's not my favorite go-to for manifestation work, but I definitely use it all the time for clearing and for relieving stress. Okay, so just remember that the power of your words are so important. Another thing, and as a Mima, which is a grandma who someone doesn't want to realize she's old enough to have grandchildren, calls herself a Mima. As a Mima, I'm so conscious about what I say in front of my grandkids. And I didn't used to be that good at it when I had my own kids. My own kids are in their 30s now, but I'm sure I dropped some F-bombs a lot more than I want to admit. I'm very careful in front of my grandchildren because I understand so much more about childhood development and about energy systems and about how I put out, whatever I put out not only affects them, but it affects me. So words are super important to our language, and it's not just the words you say, it's the words you write and the words you think and all of the emotions that come with that. Does that make sense? So hopefully, I know this is not exactly about real estate, but again, this channel is all about the softer side of sales. And so anything that will help you improve or increase and expand your abundance in the arena of being an entrepreneur, especially sales, super especially about real estate, but I always invite anyone else who finds my messages inspiring or helpful or useful to subscribe and let me know. Give me your comments. I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching.